Hello all. This will be a rather short update of what's been happening on the Rhineland Layout build. In between all sorts of other activities. But I have got made some progress here and there, so we'll just run through a little bit of an explanation. First change I've made is that I now have here a Vopak tank terminal. I may add some more tanks a little later, but this is the beginnings. Tanks are just cardboard cylinders, the sort of thing you get calendars in and that sort of thing, and just made up. Of course, I need to add quite a bit of detailing, like ladders. I've got one ladder here, and piping and walkways and all that sort of thing. But this tank terminal, Vopak, is one of the world-leading tank terminal companies. They have tank terminals all over the world. And so there's a filling pier there. I think I'll probably get a better one, perhaps a Walthers one or a Helgen one, to accept the tankers to fill up the tank farm. The reason for the change was that, well, basically I needed somewhere for the tankers to go to, because if you had seen just a moment ago, on the upper level I will have a refinery or a set of refineries and chemical plants representing the Europoort chemical and refinery industries. So there'll be a Shell, Esso and a BP at least, DSM chemicals and stuff like that. So there'll be a lot of tanker traffic going to this area, and that tanker traffic needs to go somewhere, and I didn't really have anywhere except for the interchange track into Europe, or perhaps exporting to the seaport. But now they, I've got some fuel centres as well at the cities. But now the tankers can go to the tank terminal as well and fill up the strategic supplies, as it were, that every country these days has. Alright, continuing on with the upper level, you saw here the backdrop. I've pasted up some backdrop buildings, basically cardboard photos of various bits and pieces, and that'll continue on over that way with some more refinery backgrounds to match the foreground. Here in front is the incline of the main line, which slowly inclines here over the, well, let's get those blocks out of the way, over the Amsterdam Rhine Canal, which I've now got some detailing in. I've got this sidewall shoring, in Nederlands de beschoeiing van het kanaal, the sidewalk shoring, sideboard shoring, I think it's called anyway. That's the wooden struts and sideboards of the canal. And I've got a better photo at the rear, going into 3D, as it were, further into the canal. The bridge is up. Got the signals, some signals in place, because all that wiring needs to go in before it's all closed up. There'll be a second bridge coming across here for the branch line. Alright, the industrial mining area, as it were, the sand and gravel sorting and loading silo here with some hoppers in place, and at the rear the coal loading facility. It'll basically be a crane with a large hopper moving up and down, filling the cars. The pithead, coal mine pithead here, DSM in Sittard, which is where the coal mines were back in the 60s before they were closed. And the back corner, the cutting, as I mentioned, now with a little bit of added additional scenery It all needs to be integrated further. This needs to be, I have some plaster going across here to integrate the areas. So that all still needs to be done, of course. Also the industrial tracks need to be all ballasted, and roads, lighting and all sorts of other things need to go in as well. So that's that corner. Then I've got the catenary in place now for Eindhoven station. You'll see some pictures there at the rear of panoramas of the city of Eindhoven, which I need to work up further and integrate and try to create the effect of a city at the rear there. The station tracks are 3 tracks here. The catenary, which goes off over there down the helix. Alright, in the front here I have now mocked up, using the base plates, the what will become the NEDCAR auto assembly or a stamping and auto assembly plant. It's a Walthus kit that I'll be building, also part of the YouTube builders contest thingy, whatever. So it has a spur going into the building, which will accept these wagons. A representation of coil steel, and gondolas will come in and pick up scrap steel going out. And of course the output of the automobile factory is automobiles. So I have 2 spurs here at the side where the cars will be driven out of the factory and up a ramp and onto the auto racks here, ready for exporting to the seaport and into the rest of Europe, the interchange track there. So that's coming in place as well. Now, of course, a million things to do on scenery and all the rest of it. But this is the main activity at the top level here. The auto plant. The 2 spurs here for the mine cars, and there's 1 spur here which is a team track, basically an extra track to store cars and to be able to shunt and switch trains in and out of this area. Een opstelspoor voor het rangeren in Dutch. Okay, so again the branch line here will be another bridge going across here, going to Almere, and the main line is now in place. What I will do is on the decline there, going there, at the end of the decline I'm going to make just a loop back so that I can finally run some trains again, because it has been I looked up some of my videos and it's been 8 months to a year since I've actually been able to run trains seriously, and not just a little commuter going in and out of a commuter loop. But the goal is, in the next few weeks or so, is to have just a reverse loop there and have the trains reversing, going back the main line here. Then they can go down to the lower level again, and on down to the bottom level of staging, so I can have trains running around all over the place, and also be able to again test the automation of the main line. Okay, bye all, and thanks for watching again.